Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. Want to skip those ads and get early access? Become a member at truestory.fm/join and discover all the other great perks that come with it. Hello and welcome to Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. It's the podcast where we pick our favorite episodes of our favorite show, Supernatural. We make up drinking game rules for that episode, and we play along as we watch, and then we play along again as we recap the episode for you, gentle listener. And then we let you know how the drinking game rules all played out. And then we tell you what's up for next week. Or not next week, but the next episode on Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. That's the whole shebang right there.
That's the long and the short of it. And
Yep.
sometimes Sophie the cat joins us.
I love it when Sophie the cat joins us. She's got some real hot takes.
Yes, she is trying to charm in, right? Charm in? Goodness. I've only had one sip of one drink. She's trying to chime in right now from the other room, and I have no way of keeping her quiet, so she may have various opinions on this episode.
Okay, well, it's about, animals, so she's got thoughts.
She does have sharp teeth.
It's true.
She bites me quite a bit. Friendly bites. We play. She's a very lovely, nice cat. It only bites me when I'm really asking for it.
Yeah.
But Krissy, we do such a good job on the intro, and then it comes time to introduce ourselves, and then we're just all out of sorts. So,
it's true.
I will introduce myself. I am Nate McWhortor.
Okay.
I am a performer and teacher at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. And I am excited to be here with you to talk about today's episode. But who are you?
I'm Krissy Lenz, one of the directors and also a performer at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. And I am super psyched for this episode. This was on my short list to choose. So I'm super glad that we're doing it.
Yeah, I am too, because obviously we love Garth episodes, but also love kind of the theme of can monsters be good? Can we live with monsters in our world?
Side by side.
boy, does it hit a little different when you anyway. Yeah, and I don't remember exactly what kind of directly led me to it, but other than I think it is one of the more memorable Garth episodes. I think I remember this one and then the next one of his like the most of any of them, just off the top of my head.
Hero's Journey. This one and Hero's Journey.
Yeah, which we've done, right? We've done that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yes. So those are the ones that really, really stick with me. And so, I was excited to get to do this. And I'm excited to get into it and to talk about the rules. Krissy, are you drinking anything special tonight?
I am just on my usual basic bitch bullshit. I'm drinking a Ruby Grapefruit White Claw. It's, 5% alcohol by volume, gluten-free, 100 calories, spiked sparkling water with a hint of Ruby Grapefruit. That's, as you said, the long and short of it.
The Ruby Grapefruit is an interesting, as far as how it sells in my area. Like up in Scottsdale, that was definitely one of the more popular. It was like that and Black Cherry, as far as like 6-packs went, that were the most popular. The Ruby down here in Mesa, I got some stores where it's like, yeah, it does like normal-ish numbers, and then I got some where it like doesn't sell at all, and it's like no one here likes the grapefruit, and that goes for like the singles, the 6-packs, like. But definitely some areas, some stores I've had, Ruby Grapefruit is definitely one of the like top 2 White Claw.
Yeah, it's my
individual
favorite.
flavors. Yeah, I don't drink the White Claws, but I imagine if I were, that would be my favorite because I like citrus. So,
Yeah, I like the ruby grapefruit, I like the lemon, and I like the black cherry.
all right. So you're about that variety pack numero uno.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Well, I am drinking something kind of special. This is
Ooh,
I am drinking a what is called a fat squirrel
a fat squirrel. I love it.
from the New Glarus Brewing Company in Wisconsin. Beer you can only buy in Wisconsin.
Well, how'd
And
you get your hot little hands on it?
Abby went to Wisconsin and brought me back a case because she's so nice
Oh,
and lovely. Um,
she put it in a
and
suitcase?
yeah, we charged baggage to get this beer home.
Oh, that is so sweet of Abby.
She sent me a picture while she was there of her like niece and nephew playing in the yard, and her dad's like sitting in a chair in the background, and in his hand is a beer from this brewery, and I zoomed in on it and like screenshot it, and then just replied back with
I'll take a
with the
case, please.
screenshot of he was drinking a spotted cow, but I guess
Yeah, that's the one you
uh,
love.
that is the one I love. That is America's favorite beer you can only buy in Wisconsin. But the Fat Squirrel is a brown ale, and it is the
Mm,
fall seasonal that they make. And I gotta say, though, it's starting to kind of feel fallish for us here.
a little bit.
This is a really good beer. It's a really good brown ale, and it is made with Pacific Northwest hops. And yeah, it's super just hazelnutty and tastes like a crisp autumn day.
I
So
love it.
in a different part of the world,
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah.
not here.
Not here.
I
Not in
imagine I'm sitting
Arizona.
uh, somewhere in Wisconsin, maybe out by a lakeside or something, and there's
Oh.
fallen leaves and a big grass lawn. I don't know in front of me.
Hmm.
Wisconsin's very pretty. If you've never been,
I've never been. Shout out to all our listeners in Wisconsin.
that's right. Where this episode takes place, Krissy.
No.
It takes place. Sharp Teeth takes place in Wisconsin.
Excellent.
There's even the
What a
line that
tie.
Dean says because when they're talking about Ragnarok and oh, this apparently is the hive for the rise of the werewolf, and Dean goes freaking Wisconsin.
Mhm.
So I figured it was appropriate to break out for tonight's episode.
Yeah.
Okay, Krissy, it's time to talk about the rules for
The
season
rules.
9, episode 12, Sharp Teeth. The rules. All right, anytime someone gets slapped.
Slapped.
Yep. Sometimes someone gets slapped taking a drink. Taking a drink when Dean says, "Son of a bitch."
Which is one of my favorite rules. I love it. Even when it
Yes,
only
yes.
happens once.
Yeah, it's still so good. Taking a drink anytime we get, or whenever we get a Sammy, because that's a forever rule. Always plenty on
Sammy.
the Sammy rule. Take a drink for a jump scare.
Okie doke.
Take a drink for Bible reference.
Which I think I missed a lot of.
There's, I think, not as many as maybe I thought there might be. Yeah. Take a drink for Garthism.
Excellent.
Take a drink anytime we see some fangs, or in for this episode, some sharp teeth. Take a drink anytime someone says, quote, Ragnarok.
Got it.
And then our shot, finish your drink, multiplier, whatever you want to do, is when we get a hug.
Excellent. And I also have pop culture reference.
Is pop culture reference on there? Then yes, pop culture reference is on there, and you're gonna have the total for that because I apparently didn't play it when I
Okay.
watched this 2 weeks ago. Because there's like a question mark next to it, and I was like, oh, I probably didn't put it in there. But there are several, and I'll say them as we go.
Okay.
But
Perfect.
I did not count them up, so that'll be on you. for that one. But Krissy, are you ready to get into season 9, episode 12, Sharp Teeth?
I am ready to get into season 9, episode 12, Sharp Teeth, after a brief commercial break. Sorry, non-members. Little commercial break.
Oh, commercial break.
Okay, we're back. Let's get into the recap.
All right, Krissy, we start off with our then. It's basically kind of about like the split between Sam and Dean,
Mm-hmm.
because Dean let Galadriel be inside Sam. And also, we get flashbacks to the last time we saw Garth, which is when we left him in charge of watching Kevin, but then Garth disappeared and Kevin didn't know where he went. And we haven't heard from Garth since, and everyone's been calling him, been like, guess Garth is gone. Um, yeah, and that's kind of the gist of the then.
Well, we
Oh,
see
and Dean
Kevin.
Dean has the Mark of Cain. That's right. He now has the Mark of Cain, which is a decision he made when he was hanging out with Crowley.
Yeah, Dean and
Which
Crowley together is.
we need to do a Cain episode, because we need to have some Timmy Amundsen talk.
Yeah, we do.
For sure, that needs to happen. Uh, Noted. We need to do a Cain episode, or at least something like that. So, yeah, and then we get to now. It's like a bunch of cows mooing, and a farmer is like coming out, and like someone's rustling his cattle, and he's, get out of here, da, 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 and he chases him down, and then
With a shotgun, shooting
with a
at him.
shotgun, yeah, he's shooting at him, whoever this person is, and then this person runs out in front of a car and basically gets hit by a car, and you see it's Garth. Oh no.
Oh no, poor Garth. DJ Qualls.
DJ Quaz, Supernatural. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, we gotta say the air date and
Oh shoot, I always forget that. This aired on January 28th, 2014, written by the incomparable Adam Glass and directed by John F. Showalter.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Great job, guys.
Yes, Adam Glass, you're so good. I would read some of your graphic novels. So yeah, the boy, well, it's Sam catches wind of this on the police radar on the wire somehow, and books it up from New Mexico, we learn, up to Wisconsin, where he asked to see a Ichabod Crane looking fellow who
Mm-hmm.
was
Pop
checked
culture
in. Pop
reference. Take
culture
a drink.
reference, take a drink. And she says, oh, well, he's a popular guy. And Sam gets in there, and Dean's already there. And oh, things are awkward. Things are awkward.
They sure are.
Yeah. They kind of have like a little brief like catch up, and he goes, what's on your arm? And he's like, oh, it's Cain gave this to me, the wrestler.
I
No,
wish.
like the dude from the Bible. I wish. It's the dude from
Bible
the Bible.
reference. Take a drink.
Bible reference. Take a drink. We're talking about Cain. Yeah, we get a little mention of Cass extracting Galadriel's grace. Yeah, it's just an awkward conversation, and Dean makes it more awkward by dang near killing Garth. Even though probably wouldn't have killed him, would have probably just sent him into a lycanthropian rage.
Yeah, that probably would have been bad for everyone.
Yeah, because he was
he
going to shoot
wants
him
to
up with
shoot
some
him in the
adrenaline.
Adrenaline, yeah, exactly. He's got this. Where did he get it?
Who
Does
knows?
he just have that in the back of Baby with the C4?
Baby has a small like pharmacy.
Yeah, of course, we all know.
But which pin in this, we will talk about this off air, Krissy. I watched The Pit.
Oh, it's great.
Yes, finally watched it. Pin in that. We will talk about that later.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so I'm chuckling imagining the small little baby pharmacy that might be in the trunk.
It just has syringes and adrenaline in it.
I mean, the boys might need. You never know. Like they get into a lot of scrapes. Probably a lot of penicillin, right? Like
Sure.
probably some antibiotics. Probably like they probably got some serious stuff because they can't be going to hospitals and stuff when they get hurt.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, it makes sense that they got a medical
Yeah,
kit in there. All right, all
yeah.
right.
Especially
You
the men
talked
of
me up
letters.
to
You
it.
don't think the men of letters got a whole apothecary of sorts? Probably, I would imagine.
Oh, I'm certain
Um,
they do.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, instead of shooting Garth with adrenaline, though, they slap him. Sam slaps him, and that works great. He wakes up and he's screaming, and he's like, "Oh, what's happening?" And he's like, "Oh, last thing I knew, I was on a hunt." They're saying you tried to mutilate cattle. He's like, "No, no,
No, not me.
me no, just help me into the bathroom." As I'm starting to have like I don't know, a wolf
A
attack
barfing
or like
incident. Yeah.
a lack of eating raw meat induced barfing. Um, so the boys, they're starting to have, they're having a little more talking, just between the two of them, and then Garth all of a sudden goes quiet, and Sam's like, Garth, and he's gone, he's disappeared. Oh no.
He went out
Uh,
the window like a
he
little
went out.
scamp.
That's right. He goes out the window. So the boys go to track him down, in which we get the scene where Dean is like uh, telling Sam, he's like, nope, turns out the camera's pointing the wrong way. There's no way to know where he went, but even though he has like a picture of him getting into the make, the model, the license plate, everything, and Sam catches Dean in this lie. And like the strains are there because Sam is like, I really don't want to do this with you. I really can't believe you're here. And Dean is like trying to like keep him at an arm's length. Things are really awkward and tense between the boys.
So awkward
Um,
and tense, which is like, ugh. I like these episodes where they're like, we can't be family anymore. It just makes me cringe.
it's literally something Dean says later on in the episode. He's like, "What? So we're not family?" And Sam's reaction is, "Well, we can if you want to do a job together, we can work together, but brothers, ugh."
Ugh.
And it's like, I yeah, sometimes when they're like this, it's like I don't think they would be like this. I think they would be more just like do or die for each other all the time, no matter what. But I don't know. I mean, Sam is right. He's like, there's something that's broken. We'll get to it. We'll get to it in the BM scene at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, we're skipping ahead.
Yeah, way ahead. So they go to the apartment that belongs to the car because it's Garth's wife, but they don't know that yet. They go in, uh, guns ablazing. I forget the line Garth says. How he puts it. They came in like how like it came in tearing in here like the house was on fire. He says, um,
All jawlines and hair.
all jawlines and hair. It's intimidating. So as the Garth is in there and he's trying to just say like it's a misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. You don't understand. Like, uh, and then they're attacked by a female werewolf, and there's a little tussle, and they cut her with some silver, and then Garth is like, "No, she's my wife." And he's like, "I was on a job, and I uh, was bitten by a wolf, and I was so embarrassed to tell you guys that I decided I couldn't, and so I was gonna put a bullet. I was gonna eat a silver bullet, and then my best here, she saved me. Like, how'd she find you? I smelled him, of course. Gross."
Of course.
Of course. Um, yeah, Garth gives us his werewolf testimonial, and the boys are kind of like, obviously, Sam is like, well, all right, this is Garth. We trust Garth. Like, and Dean is very much in camp of take out Garth or Garth's wife
Mm-hmm.
at the very least. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this is when then Garth invites Dean to come over and meet the family, meet the congregation, come over for church, have some fellowship with us. You'll
Come
see we're
pray with
just
us.
regular, normal people. You have nothing to worry about. So, what if we mutilate a cow here or there?
Yeah, you eat the cow all the time, Dean. What's the big deal?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you eat cows constantly just because you cook them. Um, this is also where they tell Kevin about, sorry, where they tell Garth about what happened to Kevin. And he's like, "Oh my God, like I should have been." And it's like, "Well, you weren't," but
Yep.
Dean's still blaming himself for it. So there's all that stuff. And Garth does feel bad about not telling them about the werewolf thing and just kind of disappearing because he's such a good guy. Um,
Hmm.
so the boys they like meet with the sheriff and yeah, basically the sheriff's like and yeah, he's like, I don't know, like the Reverend seems fine. This is Sammy's meeting with the sheriff. He's like, the Reverend's cool, because Dean heads to Werewolf Church.
Yeah.
Um,
Bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We will go rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves over and over and over
so
again.
many times. I don't know if it's a Bible reference, but I counted it. It's a
Okay,
hymnal
take a
reference, a
drink.
church reference. Take a drink. Um, So yeah, we get the ringing in the sheaves, and Dean is met at the door by DJ Quells by Garth's stepmother-in-law. She
Hmm.
makes like a funny, like weird, awkward joke about that, and she's like, Dean's like, "Why don't you just tell Garth I'm here?" She's like, "I promise, you're safe under my roof. After all, I'm not the one who brought Silver." And he's like, so he goes in, he's skeptical, but there's just like people sitting around
Yep.
singing hymns, ringing in the sheaves. And Dean is like, "Oh, these people are wolves." And Garth's like, "Yeah, see, it's all good." He's like, "No, no, not all good."
Hmm.
um, this is actually in the earlier scene where we meet Bess and everything. We also learned that Bess is not a bitten. That Garth is a bitten who controls his urges. That Bess herself was actually born a werewolf. She's a second
Yep.
generation werewolf.
Hmm.
So that's actually what we're learning here is that there's like these actual multi generational families. Anyway, we meet Reverend Jim. Reverend Jim reaches out his hand for Dean, and Dean doesn't embrace him. And Garth's like, "Oh, silly Dean, I forgot to tell you he has a germ phobia." Dean, like
Yeah.
he's like elbowing him in the ribs, like, "Dean, come on, be cool." And Dean's like just not having it. He's like, "No, there's no way this is all on the up and up." He's still super duper suspicious. Um, yeah, so the Reverend Jim, he's like, "Look, I understand. Like, we have a lot of reason not to get along. Why don't you break bread with us?" Dean's like, "Why
Hmm.
would I do that?" Oh, it's so. I just love how he's just like, "Nope, don't care. Can't be convinced."
Don't know, don't care. Not into you.
So
Yeah.
we get to werewolf dinner, which is just the wolves sitting around eating raw meat. They cook. They're nice enough to cook something for Dean. I
Yeah, which seems like very inviting and
Right.
kind.
Yeah, completely inviting and kind. Um, which is not how I would describe the two brothers of
Cousins.
or cousins of Bess. That would be Joba and Russ, I believe. Yes.
Okay. Joba
Joba's one of
and
them for sure. Either Pat or Russ. I can't remember which one was which. It's Russ. So they're not as nice. They Dean after the dinner is like looking through the fridge, like, "I was just trying to see if you guys had some beer." They're like, "The sooner you realize everything here is okay, the sooner you can leave."
yep.
He's like, "You guys are just a couple of awesome guys." So we get back. The boys get back together, and Dean's basically like, "You know what? If Garth is good with it, I'm good with it. Let's get out of here." Like, it's not I'm not happy about it. And I think maybe he's just trying to get Sammy to leave so then he's gonna go back and kill them all.
Oh,
Um
you think so?
I think
Oh
maybe.
boy.
Yeah, just given as remember keep in mind he's got the Mark of Cain,
It's true.
right? So like that could already be having an effect on him. Like we obviously don't see this come to fruition, but I could have seen this scenario in which that's what he convinces Sammy to do. He convinces him to leave, and then he's the one who then goes back and tries to take him out.
Yeah, a whole nest, a whole
A
pack.
whole pack of werewolves by himself. However, as the boys are discussing this, Sam gets a call. This is where he gets a call from the sheriff, and yeah, he's like, because earlier, yeah, Sammy was like, honestly, I don't know why they sent me here. If you have any X-Files-y things, and so the sheriff calls and he's like, well, you wanted X-Files stuff, and the boys get up to this mutilated cow, and they're like, the blood is still warm, which means it was killed after we got the call, and oh, dun dun dun, the sheriff's a werewolf.
Yep.
The boys had to take him out. Um, so now it's time to
Dean
do,
is pretty fast on that knife. Like he just like
yeah.
pulls the knife out of his
Oh,
pocket, hurls it directly into the sheriff's heart before he can even pull his gun, and then you're
he
just like,
threw it
wow.
so fast, so fast. Yeah, the sheriff was like, "You guys just couldn't let it be. You had to keep da 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 da." And then yeah, Dean throws a knife at him real quick, right
So
in the
quick.
heart, so fast. Yeah. So now it's time to go back and do a little digging. But first they notice that the bullet that the sheriff is wearing says Ragnarok. Take a drink.
Yep.
I believe take 2 drinks. Because yes, we learned earlier that all the at the dinner they're all wearing silver bullets around their necks to remind them of how fragile life is and how they could die at any moment. And even though it hurts a little, it's a good reminder. But this guy has Ragnarok on his.
Yep. Which what does that mean?
Oh my gosh, like Thor and Loki and stuff. Yeah. So they go snooping around. Dean goes snooping around the church while Sam goes to find Bess and Garth because
Mm-hmm.
clearly they might be in trouble.
Yep.
And we get the scene with Dean and Reverend Jim. Reverend Jim's like, you know, I can hear your heartbeat when Dean thinks he's gonna shoot him. He's like, you've done this so many times, yet you still get nervous. And Dean's like, let me see your bullet. He's like, where is it? Where's what? Where's Ragnarok? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. The Maw of Fenris. So yeah, Dean had by this point already found the book in the back of the church that talks about
Mm-hmm.
the Maw of Fenris, which is this like cabal of werewolves whose whole plan for Ragnarok is werewolf kind overtakes mankind. You know, the typical supernatural stuff. Um,
Typical cult like stuff. Super fun.
exactly. So Dean, when he's confronting the Reverend, is like, "I know about the Maw." Francis is like, "No, the Maw's been dead. I don't know what you're talking about." And he's like, "Well, your bullet doesn't say Ragnarok." He's like, "No, I keep telling you this. I don't know what you're talking about." And he's like, and this is when the Reverend starts cluing. He's like, "Son of a gun! Oh no, this isn't good." Um, uh, and what happens to the Reverend? Wait, hold on a second.
He stays
He
there.
just he
He
just
stays
stays
there.
there.
Yeah.
He doesn't come with to confront what he obviously probably knows is his wife at this point. Because Dean is like, yeah, by the way, Garth and Bess are missing. I just got off the phone with
Yeah.
Sam, and they're missing. Uh, and he doesn't think to be like, I'm gonna go with. Maybe because he knows her plan. I don't know. That's a weird. I thought it was strange that the Reverend didn't go with Dean at this point.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
There's no explanation for it. They just like
not at all.
couldn't afford that actor for the rest of the day.
We get him at the end, like being all sad in like the background, but yeah. Um. So this is yeah. We cut to when the Reverend's like, oh no. We cut to there's Garth. He's tied up. There's Bess. She's tied up. Sammy was actually attacked earlier when he was looking for Garth and Bess. We saw that scene. Um,
Yeah, they hit him on the head with a tire iron. Like, we used to always do drinking game rules for traumatic head
concussions.
injuries, but
Yeah,
like, yeah, he's concussed.
yeah, not bleeding or anything, which probably would be if it, yeah, Joba and Russ got to Sam, and now he's tied up. And oh my gosh, who could be behind all this? Oh, it's the evil stepmom.
Yep.
Oh man, who could have seen that coming? Because she's a fourth generation lycanthrope, we learn. Which, by the way, we don't call them werewolves; we call them lycanthropes. That's a rule we should have
We don't
played.
use the W around here, Garth
We should have
says.
played lycanthrope as a rule.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good one.
Yeah, that's my one dang wish I would have made that a rule, was lycanthrope. Yeah, we don't use the W word around here. We use lycanthrope. So she basically does her like Bond villain speech and is like, she's like, I'm of course, because Garth is like, don't hurt her. She's like, I'm gonna hurt her and I'm gonna hurt him and I'm really gonna hurt you. And she slaps Garth and she slaps Bess. There's a bunch of slapping going on in this scene.
Yep.
Earlier, there was a slap when the boys get to Garth at first too, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
There is.
yeah, she's like my husband, who had his wife was killed, and he decided to turn the other cheek and start this church of werewolf kind and preaches tolerance and preaches all this stuff. I'm sick of it. It's our time to shine. It's werewolf time.
Werewolf o'clock.
That's right. She is all about wolf kind, and she's so sick of these sniveling bittens. She's a purebred. It's like a lot of real like a bunch of racism stuff underlying
Yeah,
going
it's
on
like
here in her
lycanthrope
rhetoric.
eugenics.
Yeah, very much so. So she's like, I'm so happy it'll be his claws that start Ragnarok, because he turned his cheek once. I don't think he can do it another time. I'm gonna frame these boys for murder of his daughter and da 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 da. Garth is like trying to like wolf out and like break free to try to like stop her, and he can't. And as she's about to start doing all sorts of damage, we see Dean, who's like sneaking up on the big doofs outside and stabbing them, and he takes the jacket and he sneaks in and he surprises her, kabam! And she's like, "Oh, smart move, wearing Dummy's jacket uh,
Yep. To
to hide
mask
your
your scent.
scent." He's like, "Oh, I'm full of all kinds of tricks." She's like, "Me too." And then we never learn what they are because Dean shoots her and everything
Right in
is
the
saved.
chest. Yep.
It's like, why even have that line? I've got a few tricks. Me too. Bam. End of scene. What were her tricks? We'll never know.
We'll never know because they weren't tricky enough.
No. It was so strange. It was just so weirdly. This whole episode's kind of like weirdly paced.
Yeah.
It spent so much time, one, convincing us that these are like good werewolves, and two, there's just so much time on the boys and their BS. Like, we don't really like. We could have had so much more Garth in this. We could have had so much more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, fun with like werewolves as regular people.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just like, oh, she gets shot. Her nephews.
Cousins.
Well, this would be the woman. It'd be whatever, her step cousin, step
Oh, yeah. Her
yeah,
nephews.
yeah. They're done. The sheriff's done. Hopefully, this whole mob Fenris thing is nipped.
Nipped in the bud.
So yeah, they debrief with Garth and the sheriff, and basically are like, yeah, I guess two things can be true at the same time. Both, some of these people are good people, and also something was up. Everyone's a winner slash loser in this episode.
Yep.
Score even is kind of how Dean and Garth leave it. And then we get the scene of Sam and Dean having the BM scene, which
Boy
starts,
melodrama.
send me a postcard. Yeah, I'll be sure to. And then
Mm-hmm.
he gets out of the car, and then there's this moment, and then Dean gets out and is like, "Listen, all I know is that when you're around, there's someone else to share the crappiness with."
Yeah.
And Sam is like, "Okay, I get that, but like something is broken here, Dean. Like if And Dean's like, I know, all we got to do is get a couple W's on the board, and we'll move past this. He's like, no, 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 no. It's not gonna be like that easy. And this is where he says, like, if you want to be, if you want to work jobs, do work, fine. But if you want to be brothers, pff, I don't know, bud.
No.
And it's like, what are you guys doing? Just just get back together. Just you need each other.
Yeah. Hug.
Yeah. No, we don't get the hug. The hug was actually it came when we said goodbye to Garth. It was between
Yeah.
Dean and
He's
Garth, and
like,
it was
now
really
get in
great.
here.
He's like, wait, really? And he's like, before I change my mind, hurry up. It was great. Um, yeah, and that's season 9, episode 12.
Sharp
Sharp teeth.
teeth.
It's mostly a monster of the week. I think you could watch this without knowing anything else about the show and get what's going on. I don't obviously you're not going to get some of the references to why Dean and
The
Sam are split
nuance of why
up
Dee
and
and
like,
Sam are having
but like
trouble and who
even if
Kevin
you just
is.
know like,
And
oh, Garth is an old friend of theirs, that's all you really need to know. You don't need to know much else about him to like get what goes on in this episode and to get the overarching idea of this episode, which is, can monsters be nice?
yeah. And I like the dinner scene where they're all just eating raw hearts and some of
It's
them
my
are using
favorite
their
scene. It's my
fingers and
favorite
like
scene in the whole episode.
they're like tearing it apart with their fingers and Dean is just like sitting there not eating his steak and it's like, they cooked you a steak, man. You
Right?
love
They
steak.
cooked it for you. Oh, and there's pie. Dean loves pie. Garth even gives us the line.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yeah, her pie is famous in Wisconsin. But I'm like, wait, you eat the meat, but then like is it just like a normal pie that they also eat? Like, why couldn't you just
Eat
have the
normal
pie?
food? Yeah, it
Just have
doesn't
the
make any
pie.
sense.
Yeah, that part didn't super make sense to me. But I
Maybe
like
it's a
this
meat
episode a
pie.
lot. Maybe
I like
be
this
more.
episode a lot too. I think it's very good. I love Garth and I love Bess and I love seeing them together. So I give it 4 stars.
I give it 4 stars as well. I just love, yeah, I love any Garth episode, and I love any episode where the boys are kind of forced to reckon with like, should they should they be even hunting, like, or should they be like as indiscriminate as they are about some of
Right,
these
right.
things.
Should they get to know the monsters before they just wholesale kill them?
Right. Obviously, Dean has his experience with like Benny. Sam has his litany of experiences with all sorts of demons. Dean just got done working a job with Crowley, who even says, "Work with the devil you know." Crowley is very much a friend, becomes a friend and an ally down the stretch. Like, it's this. It's 9 seasons in. It's a question they're still, I don't think gets asked very much in the early seasons, but as we get into those seasons 5, 4, 5, 6, it starts becoming really the theme of the show. And I think this is definitely a point where it's like we're hitting that note one more time, because the boys are still even struggling with this at times.
Dean especially.
Especially Dean, yes.
Yeah, but it's great, and we will tell you how the rules played out after another brief commercial interruption. Sorry, non-members. And we're back to tell you how the rules played out.
All right, Krissy, how many slaps did you count?
I got 3 slaps.
Oh, I got 5.
Oh, really? Did I miss that many slaps?
I don't know where I got 5 from.
Oops.
Sometimes I think my pen just be marking off stuff. Uh, I only got 1 son of a bitch.
Only one son of a bitch.
And 1 Sammy.
Only one Sammy.
I got 2 jump scares.
I got 2 jump scares.
Perfect. I counted 5 biblical references.
I got 5 biblical references.
How about that? I got 4 Garthisms.
I got 5.
Oh, I knew I missed one somewhere. I've got 5 instances of some sharp teeth.
Same.
I have 8 Ragnaroks.
I only have 7. I must have missed one.
Or I added one. Or counted twice. And then how many pop culture references did you get?
7.
7. Nice. And then, of course, we have our hug between Garth and Dean. And I give my own game 3.5 bloody raw hearts out of 5.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
lycanthrope being added would have been a really
would have
good.
been good. Would have been good. There was
Yeah.
about 35 drinks by my count.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad. I
No.
give it 4 delicious hearts.
Bloody hearts. Num 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 num. I love them so
Nom
much.
nom 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 nom.
Krissy, what are we gonna do next?
Okay. All right. So I was at a loss. So I was like, what are we going to do? We're going to go back through the seasons one by one. And so we got to start in season 1. And we're going to do
Perfect.
season 1, episode 17, Hell House. And I know
Nice.
what you're going to be asking yourself, Krissy, haven't we done Hell
We
House? And
have.
it's true, we have done Hell House, but we did it back in the day in the first iteration of this podcast when we were doing 2 episodes at a time, when we were going episode by episode, and we were only
We were
playing 2
drawing the rules at random, I
out of a
believe,
hat.
out of a
And we were
hat. Oh,
each only playing our own rule, and we were each
yeah,
only playing 2 rules.
yeah. Oh, dark times.
Yes, so we're
I'm
doing it
excited.
again.
Let's
It's
go.
a do-over. And here are the rules. All right, rule number 1, Sammy. If someone calls Sam Sammy, you say Sammy and take a drink. Dean is an unsafe driver. Take a drink. We reference the Hellhounds or the hellhoundslair.com. Take a drink. Dean says, per squeeter. Take a drink.
Her squeeter.
Per squeeter. Per squeeter.
Oh, okay.
Persqueeter. We reference Mordecai Murdoch or any variations, just Mordecai, just Murdoch. Mordecai Murdoch is referenced. We use EMF, take a drink. If one of the boys pranks the other boy, take a drink. Take a drink for a Ghostbusters reference. Take a drink if someone says, Sweet Lord of the Rings. Take a drink anytime someone says Tulpa. And then finally, take a drink if Dean inexplicably has broccoli on his plate. Because I don't think Dean eats broccoli. Do you?
I don't think he does. No.
No, I don't think he
Nice.
eats his greens.
Well,
So
I am
those are the
excited for
rules
that.
for season 1, episode 17, Hell House. Yay! All right. Thank you so much for being here with us, lovely, loyal listeners. We love you. Thanks for being here with us at the end. If you're here with us at the end, it means you want more. More Nate and Krissy, more chit chat, more Gank That Drank. And if you want more, you can get more by becoming a member at truestory.fm. Just click on our little podcast, click on the little join button. You get episodes a week early and ad free. No pesky ads, just a little blank space where the ads would be. You get access to the Discord where you can tell us what your favorite episodes are, or you can tell us if you got a different count for the drinking game rules, or if you thought of a different drinking game rule that we should have played. We will hear you and see you in the Discord. And where can people find us in the real world, Nate?
They can find us at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. To find out when you can find us there, go to nctphoenix.com. That'll have all your showtimes, tickets, and details. Come check us out. We're funny.
Come check us out. We're funny and we love you. And as we've said many times, if you let us know you're a Gank That Drank listener, we will take you to the Sacred Pint and buy you a Sacred Pint.
An of outlaw can of outlaw for $3. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. And thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you again soon. And remember, when you're out there in the world saving people and hunting things, you know, the family business. Keep the Gank That Drank motto in mind. Be excellent to each other and party
Party
on,
on,
dudes.
dudes.